What is your life like with your fellow French-speaking residents?
Well, it depends, you know. There's a little wine.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's some cheese.
Yeah. How much time do you spend down there?
Not enough.
Yeah.
No, I mean...
Could you live on that island?
Easily.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, just sit there and drool. Forget language.
I do that here every night. What do you know about John Dillinger that makes him sympathetic, that you liked about this guy? Because now, historically, as we look back on a guy, he robbed banks and killed people.
Well, he didn't technically kill people. He might have fired weapons at them. But we don't know that he killed them.
I see. So just that little loophole where...
You know what I mean?
Now, how did they get you? Was that leather thing with the?
Yeah, There's a tremendous amount of leather and.
Yeah. Was it? It must have been godly uncomfortable, right?
Oh, it was hideous. Yeah.
Yeah. And as an actor, can you get to a point where you can act without being aware of this horrific costume?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, because you're basically bound up like an old sea trunk.
Yeah.
You know, in leather and rubber and things like that. Oh, it could be somebody's Sunday night.
Yeah.
No.
What? Hello. A Sunday night. A Sunday night.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
So how long would they leave you in the suit? I mean, would have to take breaks and hose you with shaved ice, wouldn't they?
Yeah, drag me down the slip and slide. You know? And on about the 9th take, I was overheating pretty seriously, and I took a detour to the side of someone's house, and I let loose.
Now, Mr. Depp, when you say you let loose, tell the jury exactly what are we talking about.
I upchucked.
Yeah. Well, you're here on a good night, buddy. I know you don't like to go to your own films, do you?
No.
Yeah. Why is that?
It makes me feel unpleasant, you know.
We're selling tickets now. That's why. I have a picture here with. Well, here's a cute little girl. Now, this is not your daughter. What is this we're looking at, Johnny?
That's a little girl named Beatrice at a school in Greenwich, in London, South London. She wrote me this really darling, like a beautiful letter, and asked if we would come to the school and mutiny.
Really? She writes you a letter saying, "Come to the school and help us overthrow the administration."
That was essentially it, yeah.
Wow. Well, what was her essential complaint?
She didn't really have any, you know.
just general mayhem for no reason.
Yeah.
So you show up, and what happened then?
We were filming about, 300 yards away from the school, and got the letter, and I thought we have to, I've got to do this. So we gave the school about 5 minutes warning. Mm-hmm. Asked them if they would assemble the kids. They did. And we went in there, and the reaction was a little mixed. There was shock, confusion. Some kids were very happy, there was elation, and some kids were scared, real scared.
Yeah, there's always a few. Yeah. What was Al like? I bet that was a good combination for you. Huh?
Al's fantastic. I mean, Al is, he's a legend. He's Al Pacino. He's an amazing actor, certainly. But the one thing I didn't really know about Pacino prior to the shooting was that he was certifiably insane.
Oh, really? You've seen the paperwork, apparently. How does that manifest itself?
He had, he's a joke. He likes to tell jokes.
Likes to tell jokes, oh.
Yeah. He likes to tell jokes, and he liked to tell me this one specific joke over and over. And I really didn't understand it.
Didn't get the joke.
I didn't get the joke.
Yeah, and he thought it was your problem that you didn't get the joke.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, he definitely thought it was my problem.
So he keeps wearing you down with the same joke.
Inflicted it upon me, and I could feel like, you know, IQ points dropping.
Yeah. Yeah, the greater the pressure, the dumber you feel.
Yeah, just
I know,
so, you know, go kind of Jello-like. And,
yeah. Did you ever understand the joke?
I finally figured it out, yeah.
What, do you remember the joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's, Al used to, he'd lean over and he'd go, John, skeleton goes into a bar, orders a beer and a mop.
What I mean? Yeah, I know.
On a loop?
Yeah, over and over and over again. I must say, you kind of expect a little more from Al Pacino. I'm kind of on your side here. I get it, but I don't want to admit that I get it.
He would howl.
Oh, he would howl?
Howl after he told
every time he told the joke.
Yeah, he would.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. How is it that you end up with the dog?
I remember it as some species of a dare, you know? Mm-hmm. And we were, you know, having dinner, and I think there was a little wine involved. And they said, you know what, you should take Jacques, you know.
Jacques is the dog?
Jacques, yeah. Should have known then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jacques, you should take him to your room. We were in my hotel, so I said, yeah, sure, I'll watch the dog for the night, and all seemed fine. The only problem I saw was that the dog reeks. I mean, it absolutely stinks like a, I mean, real bad. Mm-hmm. Real bad.
Yes.
And so I thought, okay, I can get through that for the night, and everything will be okay. So we, you know, me and a couple of the guys that work with me, we hoist the dog onto the bed, because it is about 175
Good Lord.
pounds. We hoist it up there, we get it up there, thinking everything is fine. They split, and I lean over to take my boots off, and 175 pounds of girth is hurled at me, which feels like about 300 pounds now.
In motion,
in
sure,
motion,
yeah.
because it's really, it's coming at me hard, and it's a friendly pass, but it's
it's unwanted nonetheless.
I did nothing to instigate it.
Yes, I understand, sure.
But he was prepared to have his way with me.
Well, let's, Johnny, if you can, tell us what we're going to see from this clip. It's called The Tourist, and it opens on Friday. It's going to be an enormous movie. What are we going to see here?
I have no idea. This will be a clip from a film called The Tourist.
You know, Johnny, Paul and I have been doing this show for a long time, almost 20 years. I think I'm safe in saying, without a doubt, you were the coolest guy we've ever had on this program.
Oh,